Welcome to the Pre-Snap Podcast presented by LineStar, your top NFL player prop bets for this Monday night football game in Week 11. We've got a battle of the Lone Star State. We've got the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Houston Texans. Tyler, Wiemann, and I will be breaking things down from a prop perspective. We'll also have touchdown calls, and at the end of the show, we'll tell you which way we're playing the sides in this one. But first, let's recap our baddest beat of the year. Tyler, I'm still fuming about it. If you guys tuned into our weekly prop picks show where we focus on player prop bets for the Sunday slate of games, we went 4-1 on our Underdog Pickem show. We also went 4-1 on our main prop bets show, which is more geared to the sports books. But on that Underdog Pickem, we missed by one Christian McCaffrey receiving yard. That one hurt a little bit. Tyler, what's your reaction to our bad beat of the weekend?
I mean, 5-leg parlays are never, that secure, but 1 yard definitely does hurt. And, at the end of the game there was a couple more chances for CMC. He just didn't get it. So, oh well, happens.
I mean, $100 that I could have used to, go do my Black Friday shopping. But you know what? We'll just have to win it back here tonight with our Monday Night Football picks. All of our picks are available on Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, and ParlayPlay. And if you do download those apps, make sure to use the promo code LineStar so you can get a nice deposit match. Plus, you'll also get 1 free month of the LineStar app, which is what we've been using and which is what helped us over the weekend go 8-2 on our 10 player prop bets. So check it out. The PropsAI tool is on LineStar App, linestarapp.com. And if you are watching us right now on YouTube, do us a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, comment below. Let us know if you've got any locks for tonight's contest, because a comment also enters you into our prop bets contest. So if we go 3 for 3, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. It's that easy. Got to be in it to win it. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. All right, with that, let's get into this Monday Night Football game between the Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. However, both teams a little bit banged up heading into this one. So one of the most important things we've got to do to start the show off is get into the injury report, because it's pretty significant, especially on the Cowboys side of things. When you don't have Dak Prescott as your quarterback, he is out, as is Brandon Cooks, Deron Bland, DeMarcus Lawrence, Jordan Lewis, and CeeDee Lamb listed as questionable in this one. On Houston's side of things, some good news for them is they get their star wide receiver Nico Collins back. However, they do lose one of their best pass rushers in Will Anderson, who's listed out in this one. Wide receiver Stephon Diggs, remember, he is out on the IR. Fatu Kasi, their defensive tackle, is out, as is cornerback Kamari Lassiter. Actually, Kamari Lassiter is listed as questionable, recovering from a concussion. So we'll see about his availability. But a lot of injuries. And in this game, looking at the Dallas Cowboys, they don't have the excuse of it's a night game, Tyler. So no excuse at AT&T Stadium with the glare for CeeDee Lamb in this one. I just still think that is crazy that they don't put the shades down like they did for the fight over the weekend. Not sure if you saw that, but they do have the ability to put some shades over that window that caused CeeDee Lamb to have a big drop the other week in NFL. But any thoughts on that?
I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't at least when, it would affect their home team. Like,
oh boy,
just do it when they're going that way to help their own team out a little bit. But
if there's any Dallas Cowboys fans watching right now, just need your opinion on why they don't use curtains or something over there. Like, that doesn't make sense to me, but maybe there's something I don't know about. I mean, I guess when they asked Jerry Jones about it, he said something like, oh, we know where the sun is. How about the moon? Where's the moon? It was quite hysterical. But that's Jerry for you. Should be an interesting game tonight nonetheless. But we've got the Houston Texans as 7-point favorites on the road in this one, going to Dallas to take on a Cowboys team that's just been miserable this season. But the Texans have also been a little bit inconsistent, and they've also been dealing with injuries. So let's get into this matchup. We'll start things off with LineStar's PropsAI pick of the night, and that's going to be Joe Mixon. However, we're going under his rushing yards total at 88.5. LineStar's projection for Mixon's rushing yards is 70.2. Yes, I know Mixon's averaging 93.6 rush yards per game and has been over in 5 of 7 games, going up against a terrible rush defense, 27th in rush defense DVOA, but keep in mind, we've got Micah Parsons back in the mix now. He missed a large portion of the season with injury, and I think he's a huge significant factor in the fact that the Dallas Cowboys rush defense has improved over the last couple of weeks. Saquon just had 66 rush yards last week. So this is sort of an improved area for the Cowboys, and one that I think everyone's going to be trying to take the over here. But I think the best play, Tyler, is for us to kind of fade this one a little bit, take the under, because there is significant edge there according to LineStar's projections. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, if you look at the whole season data, their rush D doesn't look great, but over the last 5 games on our team defense tool, they're 8th versus the running back. They have been much improved over the smaller sample. And that's versus Saquon Barkley, only 66 yards, Bijan Robinson, 86 yards. Jared Mason only went for 18, but then, David Montgomery, only 80 yards. Najee Harris, 42. So they have been very tough over this short term and versus some very good backs. And now they get Joe Mixon, who is going to likely get a ton of carries. His carry total this season has been insane. Yeah. But last week, that 25 carries only got him 46 yards versus the very tough Detroit Lions. So even with that insane carry total, he can still go under this line.
And I just think the way the Cowboys just might play this one is just to try to force CJ Stroud to make some passes to win the game in this one. And he's got his receiver back. His favorite receiver, Nico Collins, is back in this one. So I could see them going through the air a little bit more to start things out. But like you said, the volume definitely will be there for Joe Mixon. It's just, can he make the most of it against a pretty good a rush defense that has improved significantly, as you alluded to all those stats. So let's go with Mixon under 88.5 rushing yards. And next, Tyler and I are going to give our favorite picks of the night. So Tyler, take it away. What you rolling with on this Monday night?
I'm going to go with Tank Dell over 48.5 receiving yards. Our LineStar projections 56.6, consensus 53.4. He's averaging 43.8, but Cowboys have a 25th versus wide receiver 2 on our team defense tool, and then they're 24th. That's over the last 5. They're 24th over the last 10. So it's been a problem for the Cowboys defense all season long that they just can't really stop that second wide receiver. And I think this is a spot, once again, they're going to struggle with that, especially when you have a WR2 as talented as Tank Dell.
Yeah, I like the Tank Dell over there. He's got great chemistry with CJ Stroud, and I'm sure they'll take advantage against this pretty poor Dallas pass defense, and that is definitely a little bit banged up at this point in the season, so that's definitely an area to look at. And as much as I would like to take something on the Cowboys, I just can't quite do it. They just have too many question marks for me. But I can look to the Texans tight end and maybe a little revenge game spot. How about Dalton Schultz, the former Dallas Cowboys tight end, now Texan, over 2.5 receptions. LineStar's projection for Schultz is 3, the consensus 3.4, and he's been over 7 of the last 10 games. I also think without Stephon Diggs in the mix, he has much more involvement in the passing game in this one. You've also got the revenge factor going up against his old team. I'm sure they'll draw a few plays up for him. And Dallas is 13th in pass defense DVOA versus the tight ends, so they're actually not that bad. But as I mentioned, so many injuries on the Dallas Cowboys defense that I think that is an area of the field that they could take advantage of tonight. So let's go Dalton Schultz over 2.5 receptions to round things off. Now, I know that there are not any bets for the Cowboys in this one, and if you're playing on stuff like Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, ParlayPlay, you're going to need to pair it with someone from another team. You could also pair it with one of our NBA picks as well if you'd like. Make sure to check out our NBA show. But Tyler, is there anywhere that you're looking on the Cowboys team that you think you might be able to find leverage, just so we're giving something out there to people that are playing on Underdog?
Yeah, there's a couple spots. I don't mind fading Cooper Rush a little bit or Rico Dowdle under rushing yards. I think the last I saw his line was at 55.5. I think it's going to be tough for him to get that high. 1, Houston rush D is extremely good. 2, there's a good chance they're trailing quickly and have to kind of abandon the run a little bit. And all year long, that Cowboys rushing attack has been, they've been mixing and matching instead of just going with one guy. So he may not even be able to get the carries to get over.
Sure. All right. So for our entry on Underdog, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to put our 3 Texans, but we're going to add the Rico Dowdle fade here under 52.5 rushing yards. So that will put it as a flex entry on Underdog. And make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below for your chance to win $50. So if we go 3 for 3 on those picks, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. And we'll announce that on next Monday Night Football show for week 12. So make sure to check back in with us. Hopefully we can go 3 for 3 tonight and not hit another bad beat like we did over the weekend. Just one more yard from CMC. You can tell I'm not quite over that one yet, but let's move on to our touchdown calls of the game. Tyler, where are you headed for an anytime touchdown in this Monday Night Football contest, Battle of the Lone Star State?
I'm going to go to the guy that is returning tonight, and that is Nico Collins plus 125. Over the last 4 games, Dallas is giving up 1.5 touchdowns per game to the wide receiver. Nico Collins is back. He's 100%. He's totally off the injury report. And Dallas is second worst in yards per passing attempt in the league, and Collins is one of the best downfield passing threats in the league. Mm-hmm. Dallas is also averaged or allowed the 3rd most 40-plus yard passing plays. So I think not only is a touchdown interesting, it's interesting to parlay that with over 100 receiving yards for plus 395.
All right, let's do it. How about Tank Dell plus 190 for an anytime touchdown? Like the juice on that one for a guy who has 2 touchdowns on the year, but 8 red zone targets over the last 8 weeks, which is actually, he's the 2nd most targeted pass catcher in this game behind CeeDee Lamb. Dallas 27th in pass defense DVOA versus wide receiver 2. Remember that DVOA stat takes into account quality of opponent. Dallas is also really bad in red zone scoring, 32nd in opponent red zone scoring, in fact. And Tank Dell, excellent route runner with the speed agility combo. Plus, he's got great run after catch ability. Should be able to take advantage of this poor red zone defense of Dallas. So we're going to go Tank Dell plus 190 for an anytime touchdown. Wow. Looking back at our props, no love for Dallas tonight from us for good reason. Am I regretting this? I don't know. I just feel like there's too many question marks for me with Dallas to really back anybody, and especially with CeeDee Lamb questionable. I really was trying, Tyler. What do you think about the Cowboys in general, the state of affairs in Dallas?
I mean, it's going to be ugly. We saw last week Cooper Rush wasn't able to get much done, and, they very well could give up on him halfway through the game and go to Trey Lance, and Trey Lance may at least be a little more exciting, but once again, we haven't really seen too much out of him in the pros.
All right. So we've got, I think I know where you're headed already in terms of the spread here. The Houston Texans are 7-point road favorites in this one. Who are you rolling with?
I mean, I got to go to the Texans.
Yeah.
I struggle hard to see anything positive in this Cowboys team tonight.
When you look at the Dallas Cowboys, there's no area that I can really, Micah Parsons, the best thing they've got going right now. They got a lot of injuries. I mean, without CeeDee Lamb, I have no idea what this offense is going to look like. They don't have a good run game. So I can't do it here. Houston Texans, let's go. +7. I like that. So those are our picks for today. Again, all of our picks, Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, ParlayPlay, use that promo code LineStar. And again, if you haven't already, by this point in the show, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below to enter into our contest. Let's go 3 for 3 on our picks tonight. And if you've got any locks for us, the point of the show, we're all trying to help each other out, get a little bit smarter, and beat the books. So if you've got any great picks for us or any great insights, make sure to drop them below. Because we're all here to help each other out. So let's go out there and do it on this Friday. It's Monday. It's Monday here on the show. So I think it's time for me to sign off here on the show. Make sure to check out our NBA picks as well. And we will see you guys tomorrow.